Man, let's look. I'm sitting here. I got a piece of paper in my hand. I'm looking at the light heavy class. You got John Jones as a champion. You got Alexander Gustafsson, Glover Teixeira, Rashad Evans. Okay, and then number 4, Phil Davis. But let's talk about John Jones and Alexander Gustafsson. Did you see that fight?
I saw that fight. And
how did you break that down?
I thought he won. I thought John won. I thought he won the fight. I thought it was very close. But I do think that John Jones won the fight. He lost the first round, but I thought he won the second round, the fourth round, and the fifth round. He was well on his way to losing the fourth round, but then he kept throwing those spinning elbows, and eventually he caught old Gustafsson one at the end of the round and put him on. He had him hurt pretty good, and then he finished that round very strong. And then in the fifth round, he just showed champion's heart and just kind of got it done. Gustafsson seemed like he never responded well after getting hit with that big spinning elbow at the end of the fourth round. But I thought he won. I thought he did enough to win. Now, in the long term, I think the effects of that fight are taking a bigger toll on John Jones than they did Alexander Gustafsson. Because Gustafsson was right away ready to get back in the cage with him. John said, nope, I'm going to fight somebody else. So Gustafsson moved on to the next man and scheduled a fight, whereas John had 3 scheduled, and they've had to reschedule him because I think there's a little bit of questions in his head because for the longest time he was just running through everybody, and Gustafsson showed him that, hey, this can be really, really hard. And,
to me, it was almost like Gustafsson came up with the blueprint of maybe what needs to be done to take this guy to beat this guy. I was surprised by the takedowns that he was able to get John Jones with. And, me being coming from my background, I kind of thought maybe Gustafsson might have won again. This is me. I'm not a scoring guy, but he didn't beat him enough to, take the belt, kind of like in the world of boxing. But I think that Gustafsson took him to the deepest water that he's ever been in, and showing that champion's heart, which you spoke of, John Jones weathered the storm. And he, I was kind of, got on the fence with this guy. He's a badass fighter, but he was kind of turning me off. And then when he went to the deep water and kept swimming, he really, gained a lot more of the respect, and I already respected him to begin with. So I really thought that John Jones showed the heart of a champion in that fight. And I thought, I've been watching Alexander Gustafsson come up for the last, year or two and beating everybody. And I thought he was a superstar in the making, and he was made that night in the octagon with John Jones. It's up to, now from here forward to seeing what he does in the future. Can he, fight at that same level or higher and, take the belt or, obviously proceed with a hellacious career? Yeah,
he made himself on that night. Sometimes, man, you can see when something's just unbelievably special. And Alexander Gustafsson made his career that night. But, Steve, let's not go crazy. We still don't like John Jones. He's an asshole.
Now, I know you guys got a lot of heat. I've been hearing the word on the street. Now, where's the heat coming from here?
It's just sometimes two people just don't get along, Steve, and that's just how it is. We've never seen eye to eye, and it just doesn't work out. I mean, the very first time I met the guy, he thought the only way to strike up conversation was to insult me. So he's just not very good socially, and that's kind of led to that whole thing. But I can't wait to get my hands on it. If I can get through Rashad Evans, I think I deserve a shot.
Obviously, I know you're not looking through him because you're going to make that fight on February 22nd, but that's going to be a grudge match in the making. It's always interesting, when you bring a personal issue into something. I know you guys every now and then someone will try to build a fight, but obviously there really is no love lost between you and John Jones.
No, not at all. John and I we won't ever be friends. We don't talk to each other. We steer clear of each other because we know that when that cage door closes, the time that him and I are in there, then we'll make some magic. Then it'll be magic. When you watch me and John Jones stand across the cage from each other, it's going to be magic. And I can't wait for that day, But I get through Rashad Evans. I deserve that shot. But there's no hype. There's no fight building. There's just 100% truth. And one day him and I will settle that. But I don't even know if it'll be for the belt, because if Gustafsson gets his hands back on him, I'm not sure he can go through that again.